I hate to make the whole show about James Comey, but I just thought it was such a petty moment that embodied so much of what we're seeing on the left. Glee because they hate Trump so much and have the Trump derangement syndrome without being able to see beyond it to what this just did to the United States of America.
I mean, look, unfortunately, this is where we are. You know, we have a situation in our country where we become heads I win, tails you lose. And who really loses are the American people. So for him not to be able to, you know, do his job and actually look at the facts as they are, look at the law and then make a determination, he's still caught up in his petty grievances with Donald Trump, the individual, as opposed to looking at the fabric of not just criminal justice in America, but just the law in general in America. This is the same guy who went out in 2016 and said, you know, no reasonable prosecutor would bring charges, even though everybody knew that Hillary Clinton violated the Espionage Act. It was clear as day. He's the no reasonable prosecutor guy. I guess in his mind, Alvin Bragg is reasonable, but in nobody else's.
Mm-hmm. The media Glee was in your face on every channel, and I searched them all. And the overreach, I don't know if you caught any of the body language analysis that some people were doing we only got still shots of Trump inside the courtroom. They let a couple of still photographers go in there. And of course, that didn't stop CNN from going there. Here is some of that, SOT 14.
Seeing that wide shot where he is at the defense table and you see the court police, he's in custody, he's in their control, I think is very striking.
His body language, hunched over, hands clasped between his legs, that is an angry Trump.
And he's forced today to live in reality. We're reading body language right now. Pretty soon we'll get to read an indictment. This has to be a thud for him because he lives in a fantasy land.
He looked really irritated and annoyed. That is a pissed off Donald Trump.
I mean, like, okay, right? This is where they're going to go. But they're drunk on the Trump wine again already. And this is what we're going to get. What? The next court appearance is in December. Now through December, is this how it's going to be?
Unfortunately, yeah. Look, a couple things. One, the media need their ratings, and ratings gold for them has always been Donald Trump. Let's just be perfectly clear. A lot of the big media, they are corporations. As much as the left loves to decry profits, the big media make big profits off of scandalized news coverage because it keeps eyeballs on the coverage. This is what they're going to do. And we're going to see more of it, not just through the next court date, which is December or January, but frankly, throughout the rest of the presidential cycle. Number two, you know, the people who are describing it as, oh my gosh, he's leaned forward with clenched hands. Have they ever seen Donald Trump sit in any meeting? I mean, look, take any White House, any Oval Office meeting. What's he doing? Leaning forward, hands clasped together in front of him. That's his normal posture anyway. And the last piece is, what American wouldn't be pissed? You're sitting in front of a judge on trumped up foolishness, no pun intended. And you realize you're being taken to the woodshed simply because the prosecutor doesn't like you, and you're going to sit there with a smile on your face. I mean, these guys are silly.
I have never been able to compost before. Have you? It always seemed too complicated and like too much work. Not anymore, thanks to Lomi. Lomi allows me to turn my food scraps into dirt with a push of a button. Lomi is a fun countertop electric composter that turns scraps into dirt in under 4 hours. There's no smell when it runs, and it's super quiet. Thanks to Lomi, we have way less garbage in our house each week. Instead, we are turning our waste into nutrient-rich dirt that I can then feed to my plants. Now, I am composting with the best of them, creating soil instead of waste. I have a basically limitless supply of dirt for my garden, which is fun because now that I live in the burbs, I have one. And if you want to start making a positive environmental impact or just make cleanup after dinner that much easier, Lomi is perfect for you. Head to lomi.com/MK and use the promo code MK to get $50 off your Lomi. That's $50 off when you head to lomi.com/MK and use that promo code MK at checkout. Food waste is gross. Lomi is your solution. Lomi.com/MK. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.